Alright everyone, welcome back. We're going to be continuing on our run through the Tamerlane campaign, the first of our Asian campaigns. The details for how I'm doing this run will be in the description down below. We're on number 5, the Scourge of the Levant. Without any further ado, let's get started.
Silence gripped the court as the narrative evoked fear and awe. The meal had been finished for some time, and the fires were beginning to die low. If Tamerlane turned west, he surely would have collided with the mighty Ottoman Empire. Would he even dare to do such a thing? For some time, the local Turkoman tribes of the Levant had been requesting aid against Ottoman aggression. With his army rested and his coffers full of Indian riches, Tamerlane was ready for more bloodshed. He knew there was more than one way to motivate an army. Religious fervor and promises of land and plunder drove his men forward. This land was familiar with the terror of previous invasions, but nothing could prepare them for the onslaught that lay ahead. Thirsting for glory, Tamerlane's armies flooded across mountains, plains and rivers to terrorize Armenia, Georgia, and the Levant.
Alright, main objective, acquire 10,000 gold in plunder, tribute, or any other means. So this kind of functions the same way as the way back when we did the historical battle of York, playing as the Vikings. Except I think the breakdown of how we get gold is a little different. But anyway, Tamerlane's forces can support a population of 200. Cool. You begin in the scenario without any villagers, scout, or any locals who might be willing to join your cause, or alternatively, you use monks to convert them from your enemies. Cool. Strike early while many of your adversaries are still weak and unprepared. Not quite so much of an issue, but it's fine. There are only a handful of mineral deposits on the map. You can acquire additional gold by raiding trading posts, sacking enemy towns, or collecting relics. Your enemies are heavily dependent on trade for their gold income. Harass their trade routes, or better yet, shut them down entirely. Which is fairly simple to do for a group of them, but not too big an issue. Tamerlane's army purple has been camped north of the map near the Black Sea. The local fishermen will feed the army for a short time, but expanding early is imperative. Directly to the southeast is Georgia, a mere shadow of its former glory. Their ill-equipped army is no match for Tamerlane's horde. Especially not when we're going to get, I think, 6 Shelby Cobras. The east of the map is controlled by the city of Baghdad, an enormously wealthy prize defended by cavalry and crossbowmen. Far to the west lies the domain of the Sicilian Armenia. Their army of swordsmen and light cavalry is led by a corps of composite bowmen. I believe that composite bowman is their unique unit, which I wonder how that's different from like longbowmen. I've never played as Armenia, so I don't know. Just east of Sicilian Armenia is the city of Aleppo. Aleppo's army of spearmen and monks should be a little more than a nuisance for Tamerlane. Extremely so. The city of Damascus lies in the southwest. Their army of cavalry and cavalry archers may pose a threat initially, but without trade, they're helpless. And then the Mamluk Sultanate is your most dangerous foe. Their military base protects and supplies Damascus from the south, and they will meet Tamerlane's horde with an army of Mamluks, light cavalry, and siege archers. So green is kind of the worst one to do. Some of the local people may be sympathetic to your cause if you can locate them. So...
The feeble states of the Levant lie at our feet. Let us show them the true meaning of fear.
Get some food going. Like they do mention we get light cavalry, so I don't know why they were mentioning about it being sparse. We have a decent cavalry force to start with, and we do. Our pikemen are kind of useless for fast movement. So a good idea is to just load them up into your, I think, cap trams? Yeah, cap trams. And we're going to leave the onagers here, kind of just defending kind of our coastline. And then our monks are going to be left back here as well, just because I don't want them getting hurt. So the idea is that we're going to raid Georgia to start with. And we're going to hit the smallest Georgian base first to convert it to our side. Because they're not, like, they've got some spearmen and stuff, but our cavalry archers are really good at taking care of them. Mainly, yeah, we're just gonna kind of let them go. We want to destroy this little group, and then we'll get like a Gaia town right here. So
Tamerlane's horde has destroyed one of our trading posts.
okay. So trading posts give us 500 gold. I don't know how much regular buildings
the air
give.
fills with smoke, local dignitaries flock to us with the false hope of trading their gold for their lives.
How can we catch fish to trade without our dock on Lake Van?
Okay, so we're gonna destroy George's army. Hopefully. Okay. Did we not get... Apparently we didn't get anything. So, Georgia has a secondary place up here. I don't really want to mess with it. 100% honest, didn't really want to mess with it. Get some more hussars. Okay. We're gonna, I guess, assault the thing. I don't know if they have anything else better. Like, we're gonna wipe out most of our army here. That's unfortunately just going to be the thing that happens. We're just gonna set this to attack move.
Enemy envoys hasten in vain to offer us gold in exchange for leaving their lands.
I'm not sure how much we got for each, but like I said, I'm just gonna let that happen. Where's my other... Dude, why are you down there? Get back up there. Okay. I'm gonna try and find that Gaia town. That way we can finally get our Shelby Cobras. Let's everyone jump on getting rid of this.
Amir,
there we go.
This Turkoman village has offered to help supply our horde.
Okay, so we're going to start. We're gonna take these three. We want.
Tamerlane has descended upon Van
Don't.
and hurled its inhabitants from the crags. Pray for the fallen.
Okay.
Hammering is.
So, important thing to note.
As the air fills with smoke, local dignitaries flock to us with the false hope of trading their gold for their lives.
Not really sure, again, exactly what the breakdown is per what you destroy, but stand ground. for the moment,
Not our precious market.
I'm gonna
Take
do
his
that.
gold, please,
Okay.
and go elsewhere.
Hazır.
I don't necessarily care about losing that army. Anyway, we're finally to the...
Hazır.
After we
Gem
get
kokainen.
all of our dudes... Actually, no, we want woodcutters.
Aynen.
We
Keskeinen.
want woodcutters. So we got one more dude. Actually, no. We're gonna move them down to here. That one, we've got a gold miner. So we're 30% of the way to our goal. We're gonna get another few person. We're gonna move these guys down to here as well.
Kokainen.
And we're gonna set this over to here. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Shelby Cobras. So I think the breakdown is for each market we get 500. And for military buildings and maybe town centers, it looks like we may get 200. So, and then I think we get 5 gold per unit killed, something like that. So one of the strategies that's recommended for this mission is after you get to this point where you get your Gaia village, you kind of just up armor the Gaia village. Like, legitimately just up armor it up. Place a castle over here and like one right here. Fill it with archers and call it good. Which obviously we're not going to do because we don't need to. So this is a military building, technically.
Dismayed by the slaughter, enemy envoys hasten in vain to offer us gold in exchange for leaving their lands.
So... yeah, but the big thing here is to... if you're going to do, like, attacks on enemies...
Our marketplace, jewel of our city, lies in ashes.
Just
upon these Tartars.
kind of quickly eliminate their markets, and especially the monks for Aleppo. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that there.
Our finest madrasa. God save us.
So... yeah, we're gonna kill off Aleppo real quick. Because none of the other groups were mentioned having monks. So Aleppo really is your, don't let them live group.
You have destroyed our town center. Is there nothing we can do to make you leave? What on earth? Our monastery is now a pile of rubble.
Aleppo lies beneath our heel. Our path to Anatolia is now open. As the air fills with smoke, local dignitaries flock to us with the false hope of trading their gold for
So we got 1,000 gold for destroying Aleppo. So, and the group that you have, honestly, could take Aleppo fairly easily. Like, I'm not doing hardly anything. Because, again, this is an upgraded seek and destroy mission. Like, I legitimately could just sit in a base and do nothing. Would be almost as effective. just mine gold using my couple of guys. Build an archery range real close. Make cavalry archers probably instead of crossbowmen. I think crossbowmen are cheaper, which is why it's a decent choice. But like, yeah, no.
Selam.
You know, putting a castle right
Turgay mı?
there, filling it with people, I'm good. Although I want to go see if I can take out Georgia the rest of the way. They've got to be. It's got to be because they still have towers. Oh, do they still have a stable? That would make sense too. They still have a military building. That would explain why they haven't resigned yet.
The Georgians fell to
Yeah.
us like leaves before the approaching
So you get 1,000
winter.
gold every time you take out an enemy. Oof. Nope, not gonna do that.
Tayyar mı?
So, and after you guys finish that,
Cool,
do
right.
that. So, but yeah, like this is honestly just, it's mostly about being raiders. Being very good at raiding, destroying markets, destroying military buildings, destroying town centers. Like, it's not a hard mission at all necessarily. And given that you have access to hussars, you know, in the beginning, if you lose all of your troops, you still have the ability to just make a hussar army and take Georgia. Like, taking Georgia can give you enough capital. Where's
Hazır.
my... Okay, those are the Keshiks.
Emriniz game
No. There we go, cavalry archers. Just get them in there. And yeah, that's all you really need to hold this side. I mean, it's not rocket science. Okay, fine. You know what? Oh man, they get hit hard. So from here,
Salam.
send you guys down to mine the rest of
Diamond.
gold.
Emriniz?
Go ahead and build me a siege workshop.
Right, man.
Trebuchets have more range.
Hazır.
No, I want the capped rams.
Emriniz game adamım. Kurallarınlar.
We're gonna see if we can go take out attack move. So
Düşündüm.
there. So, no,
Raymen.
just
Derhal
attack back.
Kukaymen.
Freaking bait these guys out. Okay, there plays the Saracens. Okay.
Dismayed by the slaughter, enemy envoys hasten in vain.
All right, we don't want to
offer
do
us
things that
gold in
take
exchange
gold.
for leaving their lands.
Okay. Yep, I know I'm supposed to save things, but I'm...
Bismillah.
Well, I could probably come over from this direction.
Amringers. Rayman.
No. Capture them just costs food.
Hey.
Amringers. Go right, man. 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 Go right, man.
The other thing is, like, you can just sell resources for gold. That's the other thing that's
Selam.
recommended.
Tayyar man.
Go and buy more
Aslan
stone. Okay. Do that. Part of the problem is that a lot of the things you want to do is like cost gold. And it's one of those unfortunate things that like it takes gold to make gold. Like as terrible as that sounds.
Tayyar mı? Emriniz Turgay mı?
So
Selam Turgay mı?
just kind of got to deal with it a little bit.
Emriniz
Go ahead and build me a university.
Turgay mı?
So, but yeah, like castle right here. And if you don't take care of Aleppo, a castle right here.
The gate has fallen. Somebody help us.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So that'll be our group 2. These are trebuchets. Group 2. So you get 1,000 gold for taking care of castles, which is good to know. So we'll probably try, I think there's a castle over there too. This is a huge hole that I could just go through. But I'm a little dull. So we're gonna park them right here. And they should take care of just about everything. I think destroying the mosque will give us huge amounts of resources. Oh, it's got 10,000 armor. Hold on. Does this even count as destroying something important?
No.
Well, You got 1,500 for taking.
Please leave us in peace.
I forgot that friendly fire is very much a thing.
سيارنا هاي برجاين
Folks. So getting close. Okay. I don't know how much. Oh, dark blue's up there. I forgot about dark blue. I'm trying to find a market though.
As the air fills with smoke, local dignitaries flock to us with the false hope of trading their gold for their lives.
Move over to here. So 3 castles, probably. Boop boop boop. Defend your whole area.
Go right, man.
And this should tip me over to 10k. So, honestly, a lot of what I'm doing, though, you could do without. Just, like, 5 trebuchets and a good archer
The
corps.
foolish Mamluks did nothing to protect their prized city of Damascus.
Ashes and rubble are all we leave behind. But the wealth we have plundered will ensure that my line prospers for eternity.
The castle guarding the road south is now a pile of rubble. Will nothing stop the marauding Tamerlane?
Nice.
Tamerlane's forces ran rampant, looting and burning as they went. For a land that had only recently experienced the plague, this scourge must have seemed to signal the end of the world. Although he was known for his military campaigns, Tamerlane was also a patron of the arts. When the city was sacked, the artisans and scholars were spared and sent to his capital at Samarkand, where they created a vibrant blend of cultures. Populations who resisted him, however, were not so good. After his siege had broken the Armenian fortress of Van, Tamerlane ordered its inhabitants hurled from the crags. Just like Hulegu, roughly a century before, Tamerlane showed particular cruelty to the city of Baghdad. Each man in Tamerlane's army was required to bring him 2 heads. The warriors slaughtered the population of the city, then slew the prisoners they had brought with them. It is said that to satisfy Tamerlane's command, some even slew their own wives. For the survivors of this savagery, it seemed as if the sun would never rise again.
Yeah. Cheat codes were used. Pretty cool. We had pretty nice kill-death ratio. The Cobras did a lot for that. We didn't really engage the Mamluks, that's why I didn't lose too many people. Burned most buildings. We lost 1 building. I think they're friendly fire, to be honest. Yeah, largest army, surprisingly. Economy, we actually had a decent economy. Like, we did have to do work. The interesting thing is Damascus and the Mamluks look like they had infinite resources, whereas Aleppo, Georgia, and Sicilian Armenia did not, which is kind of interesting. And Baghdad. So, cool. Interesting to know. Tech, we didn't really do much with tech. Cobras kind of eliminate the need for tech. Castle battle, didn't do that. Didn't get any relic gold. There were relics, we could have gotten them, but I didn't. Like I said, the Cobras make of doing a lot of that really not an issue. But also, if you, instead of like wiping Georgia out wholesale or wiping on Aleppo wholesale, you leave their market, you can trade with their market. So that is a huge possibility. And their markets are offset to the place where you can trade with them, and it's not an issue. In fact, I think Damascus's market is right here, which is within trading distance of your own market. Like, it's fine. Damascus is right there. Georgia's market's right here. Aleppo's market was over here. And then... oh, wow. They're not a big one either. So, Sicilian Armenia is not a bad one to decide to raid. I don't know where their market is, though. I don't see it. There's a trade caravan, so it's got to be... oh, right here. Right here. Yeah, so right here, it's got a watchtower on it, but like, if you were judicious and destroyed their watchtower, you could trade with Armenia's market, too. Like, just be careful. So there are a bunch of ways to get gold without having to be super aggressive. There's a relic right there. I don't know if there's another relic anywhere else. Not that I can see. They probably picked up the other relic. But yeah, so there's a relic right here, so you can transport ship, get the relic, call it good. And like, you do have a lot of stuff going for you in the beginning. Like, you have a stable, you've got a blacksmith, you've got a lot of houses, got a monastery. You're well set up to start. And again, raiding Georgia took nothing. Like, I took out Georgia without using any of the Cobras. So you can get upwards of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 gold just from hitting Georgia and taking out the outlying markets really quickly. And then it just becomes a little bit of a waiting game. Like, if you don't want to be super aggressive, just go hard in on food and wood and do the hussars and the pikemen. Just about everyone in this map has some sort of cavalry, so your pikemen are going to be good, and the hussars are fast moving and cheap. So like, this is a really simple one to do. Cobras just made it a laughing stock. Like, I didn't develop anything. So yeah, that will be this one. So when we get back, we'll be doing the last one, a Titan Amongst Mortals. Which I believe the name of this mission is from a famous quote of Tamerlane. Not sure, but I believe that's where the title is. But yeah, that'll be the last one for this run. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching. And everyone just have a fantastic and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.